My name is Ria. I'm from Lex OTT, and we are India's foremost OTT aggregators for film and television content. And I'm really proud to have with me such a prolific name in the world of cinema and television, and now the web space, Mr. Sachin Khedekar. We've all grown up watching your work on TV and film, and it's absolutely amazing to have you with us. Sir, I'd like to start with, of course,
Thank
congratulations
you.
with Halal. The trailer came out just a couple of hours ago, and it's already trending on YouTube. So, and it's a very great trailer. So, how does that feel?
Oh, I feel there's a childlike excitement in me. Web debut for me.
Yeah.
So I'm actually looking forward to it. And it's really a pleasure to be talking with you and your audience. Because, this whole thing is extremely new to me. The web exposure, the platform, the Eros Now as platform is
Yeah.
so big that they have more than 12,000 movies, all languages across. So it gives me a great pleasure to be in Halahal, which would be releasing on 21st of September.
Yeah.
And to me, a new platform is being the mainstay and my point of excitement.
Right. It looks like a very intense crime thriller, and of course, you play the role of a father whose daughter. I mean, she passes away, and it seems like it's a suicide, but of course, you're convinced that it's murder, and then there's a conspiracy which you try to unravel. So, is there anything else you can tell us about your character in the film?
More to it, or add to what you said. The dramatic point there is, everybody, I mean, whoever is a father
Hmm.
is constantly thinking about their family, unki betiyan, my
Hmm.
daughters, they would take their life, their careers. So Dr. Shiv owns a small clinic in a noble profession, stays in a small town in North India, wants his daughter to do well,
Hmm.
and wants to build a nursing home for her so that she can move on. And when she is about to come back in 1 year, this mishap happens and he loses her. And to know that plight of a small town noble professional guy getting into the world of a big bad city, cops, bad elements, moving around with a whole lot of grief. I mean, you don't as character just go in anger and bash everybody and get justice.
Yeah.
So the complexity of the character, the
Hmm.
realism of the character is extremely riveting. You probably seen so many aam admi, some simple people being torn in the system. But this story is special because the one is trying to deal with the grief, at the same time trying to unravel a mystery, trying to find why is the system not answering straight answers. Why is life I have led till now is being questioned all the time? And a cop who's with me in it, who's part of the system and trying to make me aware of, don't do this, you get into more problems, don't do that. And he's not able to understand. So I think the thrill element with that grief, that complexity of Dr. Shiv is what is more interesting. That journey is very interesting, and the
Hmm.
realism with which it is shot. I
Yes.
mean, that's Randeep Jha, the director,
Hmm.
has to be applauded for that.
Hmm. Actually, just to take that forward, I was going to ask you. You've been working for so many years, and now you're working with Randeep, who's been, of course, he's been an AD on really fantastic films like Ugly and Shanghai. But this is his directorial debut. So, what is the experience working with a debutant director on some a project like this one?
You know what? After so many years, I've actually realized, or I have come to terms with the fact that the younger generation of filmmakers have come in with their originality and their approach to the real cinema from their point of view.
Right.
They're not emotionally burdened. They're not. Do not have the burden of let's carry on a legacy of great filmmakers India has had.
Right.
They're trying to carve their own language to their own cinema, which is so heartening. And for a guy like me who's probably worked with a whole lot of directors from David Dhawan to Shyam Benegal to Mahesh Mandrikar to a full lot, I really find the younger directors extremely high energy, seeing things as they are, not glorifying them, trying to do it in a style of filmmaking which would be branded as their own.
Right.
So that exercise is extremely. I did 2 or 3 films over last 2-3 years. A Marathi film, another Hindi film, with all debutant directors, and I thoroughly enjoyed myself doing that. And I never went out of my way to teach them something or anything. I actually followed instruction, because after all these years, even I have this urge of looking different.
Great.
And I actually trusted them to make me present differently.
Right. Yeah. You're working with Barun Sopti in the film. And as far as I could make out from the trailer, of course, the story is about your journey as a father and, unraveling the mystery. But there's also this really interesting camaraderie between the two characters, because he's very different, like our boss Sanjeeva, and he's like got this, whimsy about him. So how was it on set, getting together with him on set?
It was like you rightly said, it was a great camaraderie between us as actors, and we were both playing. Like I said, Dr. Shiv is dealing with a grief and at the same time dealing with the anger, dealing with the system, the thriller element of the film. Similarly, Cop, which Barun plays, he is also part of the system.
Right.
And he's trying to make him aware that, you cannot go all the way. It would be detrimental for you. Now, he wants to help me at the same time, trying to make me aware. At the same time, his heart also goes out to his grief. So he has a more tightrope to walk on as character. And I think he's done a splendid job. I think Barun especially, and then the whole cast around me.
Right.
Were so original theatre actors, local actors from Ghaziabad, their own language, probably more localized elements in it, and they actually helped me make my performance or make my character. It is so there are two different point of views approaching the thrill element. Is makes the film very layered.
Yeah.
And I really think that it is in the today's era of films which the web audience likes to watch.
So, of course, you've been mentioning Randeep, you've mentioned Barun, you've mentioned the local actors in the film, and somehow it seems like they constantly keep you hustling. So I was going to ask you, you do so much work every year, and it's not just in Hindi, there's Marathi, there's Gujarati, there's Telugu, so many languages. What is it that keeps you going? So much work.
Seriously, what keeps me going is a fact that I'm able to meet newer and newer people every day. And the excitement of my work reaching different audience,
right,
and the reactions I get.
Right.
I've always felt that the fame, the money can be spent, can be made again. But when you work, and your appreciation or constructive criticism also are the two things which actually keep you going. And I'm at a stage in life where I have nothing to lose. So I've actually made up my mind to work with newer people, newer energies, newer avenues, newer platforms, to kind of explore myself more. And to say it bluntly or boldly, I am actually entertaining myself more than the audience.
Great. Yeah. So you started with talking about, how happy you are to make your OTT debut with this.
Yeah.
Last year you did a web series as well. And just now you also mentioned again that, you're trying to experiment with new formats and things like that. So just to get your perspective on, this OTT phenomena, which has kind of taken over the world now, and
Yes.
how it's changed the way we consume and produce entertainment. So, and what do you like hope for in the future? What is the kind of content that we can expect online?
I really sincerely feel that the because of the OTT platform, let's say the pandemic has been fueling it more.
Yeah,
That everybody is watching all the platforms,
right.
and suddenly the process of audience being evolved or getting mature has been extremely slow over a decade, over 5-6 years.
Hmm.
But if you see last 6 months, so much of world content
Yeah,
that the cinema after the pandemic would completely, you'll see a sea of change in creative people approaching their subjects and films also.
hmm. Right.
Now that has actually, the process has quickened because of the pandemic.
Hmm.
And I really think that people who are watching, let's say, it has the most striking point about the OTT platforms, which I have realized, is we have gone beyond languages.
Right.
Let's say 2 years ago, I did a film for Aruna Raze, the senior director, a film called Firebrand,
Hmm.
which was produced by Priyanka Chopra,
Hmm.
and we released it on Netflix.
Right.
And it's a Marathi film dubbed into 120 odd languages. And let's say if I'm watching Narcos Mexico,
Hmm.
people in Mexico are watching Firebrand in Marathi and giving me reactions
Yeah.
of the performances. Now, you imagine something like that transcending boundaries to what end?
Hmm. Yeah.
I mean, as actor, I cannot be in a better place or a better platform.
Right.
Or like the other day last year, we had gone to Himalayas for a trek to Annapurna region, which
Right.
is from Kathmandu. You go up, and there was a Sherpa walking with her luggage, and then suddenly one day he tells me, "I have seen your Telugu film." So I'm wondering, I'm a Marathi actor. Okay. I have worked in a Telugu film called Ala Vaikuntapuram.
Yeah.
And that film is dubbed in Hindi on Sony Television.
Hmm.
And a Nepali speaking fellow has watched it.
Yeah.
And he's complimenting me on a performance. Now you imagine my language, the language I did the film in,
Hmm.
dubbed in something, third language film, audience watching it.
Yeah.
Now all that language has gone beyond the all that film has gone beyond the language, isn't it?
Hmm. Hmm.
I mean, at the same time, one is proud of, I'm a proud Maharashtrian. I love my language, Marathi. But when I see something like this, it kind of throws me away that that it doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah.
And that phenomenon has happened only because of the web platforms.
Right. Yeah, I absolutely agree. I think the world in that sense has become a little smaller, more accessible.
Absolutely.
And of course, platforms like Eros now are now giving opportunities to smaller films because otherwise, perhaps Halahal would not have had that kind of grand
Absolutely.
theatrical release. So now more people can watch it online. And
Correct.
so it's a lockdown situation. Everybody is at home for a very long time. How are you keeping busy?
Yeah.
There's no work.
That's a good question because when it started, I became completely negative about the whole situation. It took really a mammoth effort for me to get out of this slumber and try and do something. Now I have started listening to scripts and going for a meeting or two with great courage and all of that.
Great.
But it actually gave me time that an actor's life is meeting people, interacting, socializing is part of the profession. And the most things you miss is performing.
Yeah.
that even if you have shot only for let's say a day in a month, even that would give you energy to move on. You know, when you take out, not perform anymore, is extremely painful. It's like, it's like don't breathe now.
Yeah.
You know, so it became really difficult. But you know, it did give me time, positively saying, to look at myself inwardly more, which I had never in my lifetime, never ever. You know, because one is always distributed amongst people all the time. And when you step out the house, you're competing, you're performing, you're talking, you know, you actually don't give time to yourself. And I really think to be associated with yourself, your own emotions, trying to build your own strength is something which I did consciously in these 6 months. And I'm hoping to keep it that way, because that is going to help me when I step out.
Right.
And I really think I'm going to make time for myself more.
Great. That's wonderful to hear. I just wanted to say that I hope everything gets back to normal, because you know, the amount of work you do, I know that you're really, really waiting to get back on set. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm so happy that I got to talk to you. And I hope whoever's watching this interview, they watch Halahal on Eros now. It comes out on September 21st. And in the meantime, you can like, share, and subscribe to Let's OTT's content on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Sachin sir, I hope you do that as well. So, but
thank you. I will surely do that. And please do watch Halahal. Please do let us know how you felt.
Yes, definitely, we'll do that. Thank you so much. That's a wrap from me, and a bye from the team of Halahal and from me. Bye.
Thank you.